Hi, I'm Mr. C, the teacher, and this is my classroom. So grab your tools for school and join in with us. Or sit back and just watch. And let's go on a learning journey together. Because you're watching Lessons from the Classroom. Well, let's take a look at what the topic for today's episode is going to be about. Right, in today's lesson, we're going to be doing some spelling. When it comes to spelling for the early grades, kindergarten, grade 1, the best way to teach spelling is through word family endings. That simply means that all of the words in our spelling list, and I usually do 6 words, will all end in the same ending. They'll all have that rhyme to them. So when I teach spelling, I do it with 2 different methods. One method for teaching students spelling in the classroom is simply to have the students take a workbook. But another method I use, especially with the younger children, is simply to print off the word family ending with my computer in a nice large font, making sure I leave a space here with which to add the different beginnings to. The clock who could not talk. Once upon a time, there was an old clock shop. Inside the shop lived a whole flock of clocks. There were alarm clocks, cuckoo clocks, even a tall grandfather clock. All day long, the shop was filled with the sound of clocks. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. But one clock stood out from the rest. His name was Tick. Tick had a problem. Tick, 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 tick. Tick was a clock who could not talk. "What poppycock," said Grandfather Clock. "All clocks can talk. You must simply try harder." Tick tried with all his might, but it was no use. He just couldn't talk. The other clocks began to tease Tick. "What good is a clock who can't talk?" they said. Tick hated being a laughing stock, but what could he do? Then one day, as the shopkeeper was about to lock up, there was a knock at the door. In walked a woman carrying a pink clock. The woman handed the clock to the shopkeeper. "I don't like this clock," she said. "Perhaps you can sell it to someone else." The next morning the clocks welcomed the new member of their flock, but they were in for quite a shock. When the clock opened her mouth, out came talk, 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 talk. Tick couldn't believe it. A clock who could only talk? This gave Tick an idea. He whispered something to Talk, the new clock. Then the 2 clocks stood up tall, side by side. In perfect time came the sound of each clock. Tick, tock, tick, tock, tick, talk. A customer heard the musical tick-tocking of the 2 clocks working together. "How lovely," he said. "I've never seen anything like that before." Tick was as proud as a peacock. So was Talk. The customer bought Tick and Talk. "I'll have the most unusual clocks on my block," he said. So Tick and Talk went home with the man. There, The two friends ticked and talked around the clock and lived happily ever after. Okay, we're working on the word family ending awk, awk. And it has that digraph CK that just makes that one k sound in it. All right, let's stretch out our spelling words that have the awk ending. Our first word is block. Block. B-L-A-W-K. Block. Let's do that again. Block. B-L-A-W-K. Block. Our next word has a silent K at the beginning. Something you do on a door is you knock. Knock. N-A-W-K. Knock. So even though there's 5 letters, there's only 3 sounds. Silent K at the beginning and that CK at the end that makes the one sound. K. Let's do that one more time. Knock. N-A-W-K. Knock. Our next word, a place where you tie up a boat, is a dock. Dock. D-A-W-K. Dock. Dock. D-A-W-K. Dock. Our next word is rock. Rock. R-A-W-K. Rock. Some people like to do it down their arm, so let's do one of those. Rock. R-A-W-K. Rock. Our next word is lock. Lock. L-A-W-K. Lock. Lock. L-A-W-K. Lock. And our last word, a way of telling time, is you look at a clock. Clock. K-L-A-W-K. Clock. Let's do one down the arm. Clock. K-L-A-W-K. Clock. All right, great job working on awk word family endings. Keep practicing. We're looking at the word family ending of O-C-K. That makes the sound awk. Awk. The word family awk. Got my Play-Doh. Let's cover the letters to make some words. Okay, we've got the O-C-K covered. We'll add some letters on the front. If I add the letter S in front, I've got sock. Sock, like you wear on your foot. Sock.
Oh, that's vile. Oh, get it away from me. Oh.
There, if I add a nice tall stretchy letter L, I get the sound lock. A lock, like a padlock you put on something you want to keep secured. A lock. If I had an R in front, gives me the sound and I get the word rock. Rock, a stone, a rock. Mountains are made out of rock.
Oh yeah, that's a nice example of a rock. No, not that one. Go back to the other side. That's a rock. Yes, that's better. That's a rock. Yeah, that's what I meant. Rock and roll, man!
If I had the letter D in front, it gives me the sound D. I get the word dock. Dock. A dock is where boats tie up. A dock.
Sitting by the dock of the bay. Oh yeah, that's more like it.
If I add the letters C and L to the front, I get the sound cl, clock. A clock. You can tell the time on a clock. If I add the letters BL to the front, I get the sound bull, and I get the word block, like a wooden block you might play with. Block. If I add a KN to the front, I get the silent K, but the N sound of N. Knock. Knock. To knock on the door. Knock.
Knock, knock. Knock, knock. You're supposed to say like, knock, knock, like, who's there? Knock, knock. Who's there? You're supposed to say that. It's the police, sir. You want to open up? Oh, knock, knock. It's a hard knock life. What
OCK, words can you make? Okay, in spelling today, we're going to look at the word family ending of O-C-K. So we'll put that as our title, O-C-K. That makes the word family ending of awk. Put the date up in the top-hand corner for whatever day it is for you today. And we're going to have 6 words, so let's number 1, 2, and 3. I'm skipping some lines to leave lots of space. If I fold this page over towards the middle of the book, I can find where the middle of the page is and put my 4, 5, and 6 like that, so I have lots of space for writing my 6 words. Now this is word family awk, so that means there's going to be a blank line here to put my mystery letters. Can do that behind each number. Usually leave enough room for 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 letters at the most. And then my ending is O-C-K, and it's that for every single one of our words. So we can go ahead and put O-C-K in for all of them. And there we go. Now our page is set up. Let's take a look at some awk words. So some words that end in O-C-K or awk are words like block, knock, dock, rock, lock, clock. Words like shock, peacock, or shamrock. All right, let's go ahead and put those missing letters in at the beginning. So word number 1 is block. The bull comes from a consonant blend of B, L. Bull, bull, block, block. Word number 2 is knock. And that one actually has a silent K in the front. We don't hear that K, we just hear the N that comes after it. So KN gives us the sound knock, knock, knock. Word number 3 is dock. D. Need the letter D. Dock. Dock. Word number 4 is rock. The letter that gives me the sound is letter R. Rock. Rock. Word number 5 is lock. Letter L gives me the ol sound. And word number 6 is clock. K from a hard C. Ol. That gives us a consonant blend of clock, clock. So we have block, knock, dock, rock, lock, and clock. Great, I just need to draw a picture now. I think I'm going to draw a shamrock. That's a kind of clover-looking plant, but they're a little bit bigger than clover. And they're green, and they're very popular with the Irish in Ireland especially as a symbol for St. Patrick's Day. There's a picture of my shamrock. I'm going to color it in green, which it is. I used to have a shamrock plant. There we go. I just need to label my picture. Shamrock. There's my picture of a shamrock. And there's 6 words from the OCK or OCK word family ending. We're looking at the spelling word ending of OG. That makes the word family OG. OG. Well, I've got my Play-Doh. Let's cover the letters and get started. Okay, I have my OG covered for OG. Let's add some letters to the beginning to make some words. If I add the letter D, I've got the word D, og, D, D, dog, dog. If I add the letter J, I've got J, J, jog, jog. A slow run is to jog. If I add the letter F, I've got fog, fog, fog. It's a low stratus cloud that comes down on the ground. Fog. If I add the letter H, I've got hog, hog. Another name for a pig is a hog. If I add a nice tall stretching letter L, I've got the word log, log. A tree that's fallen down is a log. If I add a CL in front, CL will go clog, clog. A wooden shoe, a type of wooden shoe known as a clog. If I add an FR in front, I get frog, frog, an amphibian animal that lives near ponds, a frog. What words can you make from the word family ending og? All right, today's spelling words are the word family Og. Og, spelled O-G. We're going to stretch out 6 words from our spelling list. Here we go. First word, frog. So we start here and we go, frog. F-R-O-G. Frog. Let's do that again. Frog. F-R-O-G. Frog. Our next word, another word for a pig, is a hog. Hog. H-O-G. Hog. Hog. H-O-G. Hog. Our next word is dog. Dog. D-O-G. Dog. Now remember, if you prefer to do it down your arm instead of counting fingers, you can do it that way too. So let's do dog. D-O-G. Dog. Our next word is a tree that's fallen down, lying on the ground, and we call that a log. Log. L-O-G. Log. Log. L-O-G. Log. Our next word is jog. Jog. J-O-G. Jog. One more time. Jog. J-O-G. Jog. And our last word, when stratus clouds come down to the ground, we call that fog. Fog. F-O-G. Fog. Fog. F-O-G. Fog. All right, keep practicing. You've done a great job. All right, spelling for today. We're looking at the word family ending of O-G, which goes og. O-G is going to be our title there. Put the date up at the top in this corner for whatever day it is for you. We'll fold this page in half to find the middle. And we're going to have 6 words, so number 1, 2, and 3 with lots of space in between. And down the middle where the fold line is, 4, 5, and 6 with lots of space in between, lots of room to put our 6 words. Now, OG is our word family ending, so I'm going to put a line for our mystery letters that are going to be different in the front for each word. And do that line right after each number. And then after the line, we can go ahead and put our OG ending after the line. That way our page is all set up, nice and easy, ready to go to put in the missing letters there. Let's take a look at some OG words. So OG words can include words like frog, hog, dog, log, jog, fog, or something like eggnog, or a pair of clogs that you'd wear on your feet. Let's go ahead and put in our missing letters. So word number 1 is frog. I need the consonant blend of F, R to give me that frog, frog. Word number 2 is hog, another name for a pig. Need that H sound, letter H, hog. Word number 3 is dog. I need that D, dog, dog. Word number 4 is log. There's our L for log. Log is a fallen down tree. Log. Word number 5 is jog. Need that J, jog, jog. And word number 6, when that stratus cloud comes right down to the ground, we call that fog. So F sound for fog, fog. Great, all I need now is a picture to go with my OG endings. How about if I draw a frog? There's my frog. Color him in green. Not all frogs, of course, are green. There's lots of different colors for frogs. Here's our frog, and let's label him F-R-O-G, frog, like word number 1. And there we go. There's 6 words from the O-G, og, word family ending. Og. All right, well, it looks like I've got plenty of art supplies and tools on hand, so I guess it's time to do some quick art creations. Well, we've reached that time in our show when we need to acknowledge those words that did not make it into the episode. Here are those words.
We would like to pay tribute to the following Auk word, family words. Crock, flock, frock, jock, mock, shock, smock, stock, walk, Bangkok, deadlock, gridlock, headlock, hitchcock, knock, knock. Who's there? Livestock, padlock, peacock, roadblock, shamrock, Sherlock, sunblock, tick-tock, aftershock, poppycock.
What's up, Doc?
And we would like to acknowledge the following Og words. Bog, hog, jog, log, clog, dog, frog, groundhog, hound dog, leapfrog, catalog, chili dog. Thank you.
Well, thanks for joining me, and I hope you learned something new and had fun doing the lessons. Join me next time on another episode of Lessons from the Classroom.